Hey, fourth grade, it's Miss Reader here bringing you another spelling video. So last week you guys did a review week. This week we are back into our normal spelling packet. This week we are going to be doing prefixes. So you guys have probably done prefixes before. They are groups of letters that you add to the beginning of words. The word prefix has a prefix in it. So you add to the beginning of words to change their meaning. So you will be doing this packet from October 5th to October 9th. As far as prefixes go, as I said, prefixes are added to the beginnings of words to change a word's meaning. Each prefix has its own meaning. You might not even notice that a lot of the words that you use every day have prefixes in them. So we're going to go through some of the more basic prefixes and some that you will be encountering this week. So here we go. So the first one, over, the letters over put at the beginning of the word means too much. So for example, if you overheat, that means you have too much heat and your body needs to cool down. Another prefix is re. This means again. So an example of this would be replay. That means you play it again. Pre means before, so pre-test. Sometimes we take a test before you learn some concepts to see what you know. In means not, so indirect. It means, usually it's telling you the opposite, so not direct. Un also means not, so unreal. If something seems like it is not real, it could be unreal. Super means over, so like the word super speed means a large amount of speed, over the top amount of speed, over the normal amount. Im also means not, so impossible means not possible. And sub means under, so if something is subpar, it means under what it's supposed to be. It's underwhelming, that means it's not at that level of what the root word is. So when you add prefixes, you add them to root words already. So if you look over in this example, they gave examples. For example, rewrite. Our root word would be write, and then you add the prefix to the base word to change the meaning of it. So let's go through. Oh, I've got one more. I almost forgot about ill. Ill also means not. So a lot of these words mean just to tell you the opposite. If you add the prefix, it gives you the opposite word. So for example, illegal means not legal. Now we can go on to our spelling list. Our first word is overact. So if you overact, you are going above and beyond the base of acting. Unlock, not to lock the door, but the opposite, to unlock it, to be able to open. Incorrect, it's the opposite of correct, so not correct. Recall, if you recall something, you think about it, you remember it again. Premix, you mix something before you need to. So sometimes you have pre-mixed brownie ingredients. So all of the ingredients are together, they're already mixed together, and then you just pour it into a bowl. Unchain means to not chain anymore. So if you have your dog chained up to a leash, you unchain them, you unhook them. Subway, so a subway is underground, which is why it's called a subway, because the prefix sub means under. Unload, if you help your mom unload the groceries from your car, you're taking them out. You're not loading them in, you're unloading them. Rewash, washing something again. Rewind, you guys might not know what rewind means because you didn't have VHS tapes like we did back in the day, but you had to rewind your movies, which means go back to the beginning before you could watch them again. You didn't have DVDs where you could just press play, or Netflix that would just start at the beginning every time. Supersize means a bigger size. At McDonald's, they used to have an option where you could supersize your meal. They have since taken that away, but you could get extra large fry and extra large drink. You get a larger size. Indirect, I talked about this earlier. It's the opposite of direct. So if something is direct, it's straight to the point. If something is indirect, it's not straight to the point. Resell, so you have something and you sell it again. You might have bought it and then you're going to resell it. Illegal, I also talked about this, something that is not legal. Unblock. So if you block something, maybe you block somebody from social media or block somebody from seeing something or block somebody from calling, you unblock them, you take away that block. Overheat, we talked about this as well. When you overheat, you have too much heat, so your body needs to cool down. Relearn, you learn something again, that prefix re. Unborn, something is not born. Pre-plan, you plan before you actually plan. So if you pre-plan something, you plan it out before it's supposed to happen. And imperfect, so our prefix im means not, so it would mean not perfect. For your spelling packet this week, a lot of you asked for a little bit tougher of an assignment, so we've added a third page. So your first 2 pages are going to be your words or ones that you guys are already used to. So for example, on this page, you will sort. So any word that starts with the prefix over, you're going to put in here. Any word that starts with the prefix re, you put in here, and so on and so forth. In the second page, you will write the spelling word that goes along with the words in the other group. So you have improper, impolite. You're going to look for something that goes along with those words. For these, look at the prefix. That is going to give you a hint of what kind of word it's going to be. It should go along with that pattern. And then for part B, you just write the word that means the same. If we look on the third page, this is what's new. So what you will do is you will read this little passage, and then as you are reading, you need to find the 6 words that are spelled incorrectly. You write them correctly on the lines. And then the last part is write about a time when you had a great idea. Use at least 4 words from the spelling list. So you use some of these 4 words. You can use more than the 4 words, but this should be at least 3 to 4 sentences. If you are having 4 words from our list, you need at least 4 sentences. Remember, all spelling packets are due by Friday. Little review, a prefix is something that's added to the beginning of the word. So look for those prefixes, those 3 to 4 or 2 to 4 letter additions to words, and it changes the whole meaning. If you guys are having trouble with what the words mean, look at the root word. So for example, like pre-mix, you know what mix means. You know mix means to put something together, and then you know pre means before, so it's before you mix. Find those root words, and those will help you out a lot. If you guys have any questions, let us know. But like I said, all spelling packets are due by Friday. Even though you guys don't have any new assignments, all assignments will still be due by Friday. Have a great week, 4th grade.